We will begin with the latest developments on the mass shooting in Maine. I'm David Ushery.
I'm Natalie Pasquarella. Here's what we know right now. Sadly, 18 people were killed, 13 others injured in those two shootings in the city of Lewiston. The governor describing this as a close-knit community about 30 miles north of Portland. Now, the shootings happened less than 15 minutes apart at a bowling alley and a restaurant. Right now, there's an all-out manhunt underway for the suspect, 40-year-old Robert Card. Police say he is armed with an AR-style rifle and dangerous. 2 counties in Maine now being told to shelter in place, Dave.
Today, President Biden ordered flags across the country to be lowered to half-staff in honor of the Maine shooting victims. In a statement, the president called the tragedy, quote, yet another senseless and tragic mass shooting. We do have team coverage in place. We'll begin with News 4's Pei-Sze Cheng, who is on the scene in Lewiston, Maine. Pei-Sze?
Well, David, the bowling alley is just up the road here behind me. A police car is still blocking off the street as this is a very active crime scene. Now, nothing is open around here, David. No restaurants, businesses, government offices, all closed today because of this shelter-in-place order. I can tell you that the mood in this town, very tense, very eerie, as the suspected shooter is still on the run. In the air and on the ground, a massive manhunt underway in Maine for a killer.
But Mr. Card is considered armed and dangerous, and police advise that Maine people should not approach him under any circumstances.
Police identifying the suspect as Robert Card, a 40-year-old enlisted in the Army Reserve with an active military ID. Police releasing these surveillance pictures showing Card armed with an assault rifle moments before he opened fire at 2 locations in Lewiston last night, killing 18 people, injuring 13 more.
2-4 Molson Way at spare time. There's an active shooter situation going on there, multiple patients. Captain, we have a second active shooter, Schmenges.
Police say Card shot up a bowling alley and bar about 5 miles apart.
We were inside and just normal night of bowling, and out of nowhere he just came in and there was a loud pop. Thought it was a balloon. I had my back turned to the door, and as soon as I turned and saw it was not a balloon, he was holding a weapon.
The injured rushed to multiple hospitals.
Over the next 45 minutes, we received a total of 14 patients.
Anxious residents waiting outside a local hospital, hoping to hear any updates about loved ones.
As one can imagine, it's your worst nightmare.
State police ordering residents in 2 counties to shelter in place, schools and businesses closed.
I'm in shock. I don't think anyone has digested it yet. I think that honestly everybody is still like, whoa.
The White House lowering flags to half-staff as Maine and the rest of the country mourn the lives lost.
No words can truly or fully measure the grief of Maine people today. Our small state of just 1.3 million people has long been known as one of the safest states in the nation. This attack strikes at the very heart of who we are and the values we hold dear for this precious place we call home.
Now, the lockdown affects this county that we're in. Lewiston is in this county, and then the other county affects Bowdoin, which is where the suspected shooter is from. As it turns out, there may have been warning signs that were ignored. We'll have more on that coming up at 5 o'clock. But for now, we are live from Lewiston, Maine. Pei-Sze Cheng, News 4, New York.
Pei-Sze, thank you. We're getting new details by the hour. Sources telling NBC News the gun used in the shooting was bought legally last year.
News 4 Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dienst in the newsroom. John, you have some new information for us on this investigation.
Yeah, 4 senior law enforcement officials familiar with the matter say investigators during a search of the suspect's home found a note, and they're now looking to see if that is a key clue that will perhaps help them in their search in tracking down the suspect. At this hour, hundreds of police and federal agents continue to search for Robert Card. He is, again, the former military man who is on the loose and is named as a suspect and wanted for homicide by Maine authorities. We have FBI, ATF, state police, local police, all joining in the search. Amtrak, area airports, all put on notice. All this after the suspect's vehicle, as you see there, was found a short distance from the shooting scenes. And and he has not been seen since the second shooting and his abandoning of that car. His whereabouts unknown at this hour. Again, investigators searching his home. They found a note, and it is unclear, again, what's in the note. We've not been told yet if it was any sort of threat note, suicide note, but they believe that it is a significant clue that could help them in their search for Card, a search that remains active at this hour. Again, he was armed with an AR-15 type weapon, opening fire, shooting his victims, some of them teenagers, in a bowling alley. And again, this manhunt remains very active, but investigators hoping this discovery of a note in the home may bring them a step closer to finding the suspect. Back to you.
Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Dienst with the latest on the suspect. John, thank you. Tonight, Lester Holt is anchoring a special edition of NBC Nightly News from Maine with a powerful interview with the man who learned today that his son is among the dead. Leroy Walker Sr. says he spoke with his son Joey daily before he went to work at the bar Chemenges. Now, his family waited about 14 hours before they heard from state police that Joey was dead. Leroy shared with Lester what police told his daughter-in-law.
He died as a hero because he picked up a butcher knife from somewhere. You know, he has all that stuff near the bar anyways. And he tried to go at the gunman to stop him from shooting anybody else. The gunman shot him twice through the stomach.
Does it change your pain at all?
Oh.
Knowing that?
It made it worse. Yeah, it made it worse.
Coming up on Nightly News, more stories of the victims and the survivors and the dangerous manhunt still underway. That's ahead at 6:30, right after News 4 at 6, Dave.
Lewiston is the 565th mass shooting of the year. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive, which defines a mass shooting as at least 4 victims shot and killed, not including the gunman. Lewiston is the deadliest mass shooting this year. It's followed by the January attack in Monterey Park, California, when 11 people were killed in attacks at dance studios during a Lunar New Year festival. Our coverage of the Maine shooting rampage continues both in this newscast and around the clock at NBCNewYork.com.